There's something lurking in the shadows, just hidden from view. Do you believe in ghosts? Because we do. And they're causing quite a problem for all of us here in the UK. We're Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs, HMRC for short. We're the UK's tax authority, and we know all about ghosts. And what's more, we're tracking them down. These ghosts aren't the spooky supernatural variety, but they, and a similar group called moonlighters, are good at hiding, becoming invisible when they want to be. Ghosts and moonlighters are the names that are often given to people who contribute to what's called the UK's hidden economy. You might have read about them in the newspaper or online. They're the small minority of people who ignore the law by keeping all or part of what they earn hidden away in order to avoid paying tax. And it's because they keep their earnings hidden that we describe what they do as the hidden economy. So let's look at these people a bit more closely. The people who keep all their income hidden from HMRC are often called tax ghosts, and they break the law by pocketing all the money they should be paying in tax. Moonlighters are people who pay tax on some, but not all of their earnings. They could be electricians, taxi drivers, doctors, landlords, artists, IT whizzes, or anything else for that matter. They're ordinary people doing regular jobs, but the reason they only pay tax on some of the income is because they also do work on the side, perhaps in the evenings or at weekends. And that's the bit they keep hidden from HMRC, pretending they earn less money than they actually do, and paying less in taxes than they should. These tax cheats could be operating in your city, in your town, even in your street. So should you be concerned? Should you even care? Well, we think you should, and here's why. When ghosts and moonlighters cheat HMRC, the people they're really cheating are you. The money they should have paid in taxes would have been used by the government to build schools and colleges, to pay your teachers' salaries, to save and improve people's lives through the health service, to fight crime and defend our country. But instead, the people who operate in the hidden economy have decided they should spend that money on themselves. And they hold on to more than £5 billion every year, money that should have been paid in taxes to help everyone, leaving the rest of us to pay more for the vital services we all rely on for our health, education, safety and security. Not paying taxes can also give dishonest people an unfair advantage, because the person who's cheating by not paying tax may be able to charge less for the goods and services they sell, and this means that in undercutting prices they take customers away from honest businesses. And we're sure you'll agree, that's just not fair. This is why the hidden economy is a real problem. So, what is HMRC doing to track down the ghosts and moonlighters? Well, we know that some people may slip into the hidden economy without realising it. For example, they don't realise that what started out as a hobby, perhaps buying and selling things on the internet, has now become a business on which they should pay tax. HMRC helps those people through education and publicity campaigns so they understand when they do need to pay tax. But for the people who try to stay hidden and who refuse to come out of the shadows, HMRC has teams of top investigators, hundreds of them, whose job it is to search out the ghosts and moonlighters. The investigators use lots of different information and techniques, ranging from tax inspectors who operate undercover to identify suspicious behaviour, to a powerful new fraud-busting computer system called Connect, which brings together information from lots of different sources. Connect helps HMRC to find the patterns and links in 1 billion pieces of data. By looking at bank accounts, loans, addresses, tax and employment details, even using Google Earth to check if people's lifestyles are consistent with the amount they say they earn, HMRC can identify the people who aren't paying the right amount of tax. When they're caught, the ghosts and moonlighters have to pay back all the missing tax, plus interest and financial penalties, and they're often named and shamed in the local papers. In serious cases, they can even be sent to prison. So maybe you're thinking, well, that's all very interesting, but what's it got to do with me right now? Well, you could be starting your first job soon, maybe a part-time Saturday job or a holiday job, and you need to know the dangers to look out for. For example, if you're going to work for someone else, then you should be suspicious if your new boss doesn't ask you to complete any paperwork when you start work, doesn't ask you for your national insurance number, pays you in cash and doesn't give you a payslip. This is important. You don't want to start off your working life in the shadows as part of the hidden economy. If your boss isn't paying taxes, they won't be making national insurance contributions either to entitle you to certain benefits, including, in a few decades' time, your pension. And we don't want to worry you, but if they're ignoring the tax rules, they might also be ignoring other important things, such as health and safety checks and insurance cover, which is important in case something goes wrong and you have an accident at work. If you're worried, you should speak to an adult you trust, and if they're concerned, they can contact HMRC by calling the confidential tax evasion hotline on 0800 788 887 or by going to the Reporting Tax Evasion page on the gov.uk website. When it comes to your career, be smart, protect yourself, and keep well away from ghosts. Thanks for listening.